Welcome to practice. I'm Casey and this is May, and today we're going to be continuing our Yinneagram series. We're going to be doing Enneagram Type 5. We have been going through all of the Enneagram types. If you're new to the series or you don't really know what the Enneagram is, I have a video on my channel that's just an intro to the series where I talk about what the Enneagram is, as well as things in the video that I don't really go in depth. So you might want to pop over and watch that if you want to know all of the things before starting in on this video. The Enneagram Type 5 is the investigator, the observer. They're very cerebral. I actually have a Type 5 wing. I'm a Type 4 wing 5. So a lot of Type 5 things resonate with me, as well as my husband is a Type 5. He's like a real hardcore Type 5. So I really enjoyed learning more about Type 5 and putting this practice together, as Type 5s are super special to me personally. I selected us doing restorative yin yoga for the Type 5s, as it's pretty common that Type 5s have a hard time sleeping. I think that it's because Type 5s may have kind of a hard time switching off their brains and relaxing themselves down enough to fall into like a peaceful sleep. So restorative yin is, if you want to think about yin yoga more as a massage where it feels really good, but there's also things going on. In a massage, it would be muscularly. In yin yoga, it would be with your connective tissue. Whereas restorative yin is really kind of more like a hot bath or a hot shower where it just feels really nice. So that's just something to keep in mind as we go about practice, that you just want it to feel really nice, the most nice. When we practice restorative yin in the evening, that kind of helps our bodies switch off the fight or flight mode that we're kind of in all day and stimulate the parasympathetic nervous system, which is our rest and digest system. So doing this right before bed really puts you in a great place for a good night's sleep. When I do restorative yin yoga, I bring a bunch of props. I kind of go all in. And so I have today a pillow, 2 blankets, and a bolster. If you don't have a bolster, I would just suggest to bring along a bedroom pillow, one that's kind of long. I also have 2 mats down and a blanket. That way I'm never on the floor and I have a good amount of padding. And I'm in super comfy clothes. So you could do this practice whenever. You could do it in bed in your pajamas and then just go right to sleep if that's what you would like to do. Type 5s are known, they're called observers, and so I just wanted to do a little shout out to Type 5s to invite you truly to practice with me today and not to just observe or watch me do yoga, but to actually pull out your things and to practice alongside with me. If you are doing the 25-minute practice, then today you're going to be missing out on what 5s were like as children, 5 wings, spirituality, stress security, and self-love. I cover all of those in the 60-minute practice. So if you're interested in learning more about Type 5s or a longer practice, then I would just suggest going to that one that's already been posted on my channel. Please meet me back here in a comfortable seat and let's jump right in. In whatever way feels best, slowly come down, lying prone on your stomach. Lay your right arm out long in a half T shape. Bring your left foot behind your right knee like a kickstand. Roll your body onto your right side, moving toward stacking your shoulders. One thing to note about the Enneagram is that a person is their type but can behave differently when in a healthy, average, or unhealthy range. A 5 in the average health range is a resource and knowledge gatherer. They see information as a safety, so they seek to acquire it constantly, especially in their specified interest. They have a scarcity mentality, making them hoard time, space, and affection. The phrase disembodied mind fits many average 5s. Unhealthy 5s become increasingly reclusive and withdrawn, not only from others but also reality. They take an aggressive stance toward anything that could interfere with their personal world. An unhealthy 5 gets trapped in believing there is not enough and may express their thoughts with judgment, cynicism, and criticism. A healthy 5 may become an expert in their field of interest. They find the balance between observation and participation. They see themselves as part of the whole environment, as opposed to separate from it. 5s have the inner potential to become visionaries with their ability to be open-minded and innovative, finding new ways of doing or perceiving things. Gently roll onto your stomach. Bring your left arm out to the side as you did with the right arm before. Bring your right foot behind your left knee like a kickstand. Roll your body onto your left side. This posture targets the heart meridian. This meridian in particular is involved with calming the mind. Trouble sleeping is connected to a heart imbalance in traditional Chinese medicine. If the heart is weak or agitated, it disturbs the mind, causing sleep problems. In this practice, we will connect with each meridian and from head to toe, release and relax our body to prepare us for a night of deep, restful sleep. Every Enneagram type has a sin or passion. The passion of the 5 is avarice, which in contemporary language is more like greed, or as author Hannah Posh puts it, stinginess. Although like all the Enneagram types, it's not exactly greed as we know it. Avarice for 5s comes from their scarcity mentality. thus forcing them to believe they have to hoard their resources, which can be money, possessions, time, energy, and affection. Avarice is also expressed in their excessive desire for information, ideas, expertise, facts, knowledge, and understanding of how something works. Type 5s are part of the fear triad, which are types 5, 6, and 7. The fear of a 5 motivates them to seek to understand. 5s believe that the more they know, the more they are protected from the unknown. Gently roll onto your stomach. Bend your elbows, bringing your hands under your forehead, and rest your forehead on the back of your hands. Place your palms on the mat. Push your torso up until you're in all fours. Then sit back onto your calves. Bring your pillow or bolster vertically on the mat in front of you. Place your folded up blanket on the top. Swing your legs to the right so the top of your left thigh is touching or quite close to the bottom of the pillow. Place both hands on either side of the pillow and lay down. For a deeper neck stretch, turn your head to the left. If that doesn't feel good today, keep your face turned to the right. This is a gentle restorative twist. In her book, The Enneagram, Helen Palmer writes, "The habitual preoccupations of the 5s include privacy, maintaining non-involvement, withdraw and tighten the belt as a first line of defense, fear point, afraid to feel, overvaluing of self-control, detaching attention from feelings, thinking things like drama is for lesser beings, delayed emotions, feelings withheld while others are present, emotion comes later when safely alone, compartmentalizing, commitments in life are kept separate from one another, one box per commitment, time limit for each box, wanting predictability, wanting to know what will happen ahead of time, an interest in special knowledge and analytic systems that can explain the way that people work, want a map to explain emotions, psychoanalysis, the Enneagram, a confusion between spiritual non-attachment and a premature emotional shutdown to keep out pain, the unenlightened Buddha, an attentional style of focusing on life and oneself from the point of view of an outside observer, which can lead to isolation from the feelings and events of one's own life, the ability to maintain a point of view that is detached from emotional bias. Gently walk your hands and torso up. Bring your legs around to the left, tucking your right thigh under the pillow. Turn towards the pillow and let your body melt down. Ensure your neck is turned the opposite way this time. Maybe you aren't a type 5, but you do know or love one. Knowing our loved one's Enneagram type can help us to show them love in a way they will understand, as well as love them for who they truly are. Loving a 5 is a long con. I can't recommend it for the faint of heart, Hannah Posh writes. This is because 5s have a real hard time sharing their emotions, which is necessary in a relationship. Suzanne Stabile says in her book, The Path Between Us, incompetence and inadequacy are central to a 5's fear. There is never an appropriate time to discuss either one lightly. Be very purposeful with how you phrase concerns, as a 5 will likely take criticism much harder than you may have meant. If you love a 5, discuss expectations and plans. 5s really need to know what is expected of them. Show an interest in what they are interested in. 5s believe their needs are a burden, so communicate to your 5 that you want to know what they need, and you want to know when they are feeling depleted so you can help. Lastly, give your 5s alone time. This may be hard as it is countercultural to most of us. An adult, especially a spouse or parent, is often viewed as selfish for needing alone time. Most people do need some form of personal time to recharge or process their thoughts, but 5s really can't carry on without it. Make sure your 5 has alone time scheduled into their day and protect it for them. Become an observer of when their energy is being given and present opportunities for them to fuel back up. Bring your torso upright. Come to a comfortable seat. For this next posture, you'll want quite a few props. I'll be using a bolster, pillow, and 2 blankets. Turn around so that your pillow or bolster is behind you. Place your blankets on either side of the mat. Sit up straight and bring your heels together for butterfly. Your knees should be on the blankets. Decide whether you'll want more height here. Lay your back down on your bolster and pillow. Consciously relax your thighs so they feel heavy. Let go of any tension in the back, the neck, the shoulders, and the arms. I move a lot, so wherever I go, I need a new counselor. When I find one, I always say, please give me practical advice. I think this is my 5 wing peeking out. At the end of each Yinneagram practice, I like to give practical advice to take off the mat. 5s.
Practice experiencing your emotions in the present moment. Don't hold out, just feel them. Recognize when you are having a scarcity mentality with your time, energy, love, money, or privacy. Imagine what it would feel like to believe in abundance. Share more of what you have and who you are with your loved ones. Let them know you. You are intelligent. Don't worry if you don't know everything. People will still think you're smart when you don't. Approach loved ones with plans or real-time communication. They will cherish your reaching out. As Ian Crone says in The Road Back to You, take up yoga or another activity that will connect you with your body. Overcoming the disconnect between your body and head will be life-changing. I'm just saying, he said it. The last tip I have is to position yourself to say yes sometimes. 5s live pretty extremely in their comfort zones, but not everyone you meet or love does. Reserve some energy for when loved ones do bring something up that is spontaneous. I know that sounds like a bad word to you, but everyone else may not plan the way you do. So make sure you are giving yourself ample alone time so that you can love your people better. Use your hands to walk your torso upright. Slowly bring the knees together. Move all your props to the side, but keep your blanket and pillow handy. We are now entering Shavasana. Come down onto your back. Place your pillow under your knees. Unravel your blanket and place it over you. Feel the warmth and softness of your blanket. Feel the pillow support your body. Relax your arms a few inches from your body, palms facing upwards, or let them rest on your chest. Check in now. Are you comfortable? Ensure your eyes are softly closed. Relax your feet, calves, thighs, belly, chest, arms, hands, shoulders, eyes, jaw, face. You are relaxed. I'd like to offer a few statements directed toward 5s. You may find it beneficial to write them down and place them somewhere where you can read them every day. On a mirror, your computer screen, in your car. Read them, say them, and believe them. I make mistakes and move on. My feelings are worthy of my attention. Done is better than perfect. My needs are not a burden. I am strong and I can get through anything. Inhale deeply, the biggest breath you've taken all day. Exhale entirely. I hope you will continue on this Yinneagram journey with me through all the types. If you aren't a 5, I hope you have discovered ways to love the 5s in your life. Beloved observers, investigators, problem solvers. You belong in this world. You contribute to it. People truly want to know the real you. Please take care of yourself. We need your ideas, solutions, innovations, and presence. Bring the palms of your hands together at your forehead. Deeply inhale one last time. Open-mouthed exhale. May all beings everywhere be happy and free, and may the thoughts, words, and actions of my own life contribute in some way to that happiness and to that freedom for all. Namaste and good night.